Indeed. In fact, I might even recall something that may help you. What? This is something I once heard from a friend. Oh, it's one of those. A friend from a friend told me. There's a technique some humans know that can thin the boundary between worlds. Okay. Using this technique, some children were able to return to the human world. My friend who told me this saw the opening of the door between worlds with his own eyes. Who's this friend of yours? I need to know. And they weren't just taken in by something like those strange ghostly hands. Indeed, apparently this was something quite different. But how would this friend of yours know the difference? Those who strengthen their bonds apparently gained a shared sense with their humans. They knew where their partner was, how they were feeling, and whether they still lived. Okay, so yeah, because the Digimon are connected to the Digidestin. That's why Kunemon disappeared when Ryu disappeared. So they could sense that their friends were alive and well on the other side of the door. Though apparently this sense did not continue forever. So, this friend of yours didn't stay with the human child they bonded with? Seems like they didn't. I wouldn't want to be separated from Takuma like that. Agumon. Oh, not that I'm saying I don't want Takuma to go home. There is a way back. I want to go with Takuma to his world. I wish I had a Digimon. Yeah, I like it if we could go back together. I'd much rather have a Digimon than a Pokemon, just saying. Because the Digimon can go back. He can become very big, but he can always go back and fit into an apartment. Well, in any case, that is the extent of my knowledge on the subject. Yes, Pokemon can go in Pokeballs, but that's no fun. So, you're saying that maybe, just maybe, there's a chance we'll be able to go back? Oh, what a relief. Yeah, man, this is great news. Is it? Mew, did you hear that? We might be able to go back. Yeah. Do you think that's good news? Oh yeah, these two went through something that that scarred Mew and Kaito, but mostly Mew. I guess. But this amusement park was way more fun than anything back in our world. Sounds like Mew has some things to work out still. But at least now we have hope. So, we really might be able to go back. Well, I think it's a little early to start celebrating. Exactly. What makes you say that? Jijimon's explanation has been nothing but hearsay. He does have a point. For once in his life. Well, I've told you all I know. Still hearsay. So you can say if it's really true, and you don't have any kind of proof, do you? And I find this strange connection between a human and a monster pretty hard to believe. That I don't agree with, but... Suji's inability to connect with Lopmon probably has something to do with that. Yeah, because he's a bum. Your points are fair. However, there is some evidence. Some things I've seen for myself. Ooh. Many times I've witnessed the strong bond between my friend and their human child. Who's your friend? Though it was long ago and my memories have faded. Yet, had that child been sacrificed, my friend would not have fared well. Those with such strong bonds share the same fate. So you can say Kunemon had a strong bond with Ryu. That would be awful, because Kunemon also disappeared. Yet my friend still lives. This in itself is proof that the child is alive somewhere. Probably not a child anymore. I thought that might be the case. That must be why Kunemon vanished along with Ryu. You're right. I've been so focused on losing Ryu that I never really thought about it. But Kunemon went with him, didn't he? Yeah, poor thing. But does this boundary thinning technique really even exist? I don't believe it. Oh, come on, Sushi. It does sound too good to be true. Human children using some special technique to thin the boundary between worlds. How? That is a question for one more familiar with the sacrifices and the border between worlds. Are you gonna send us to your friend? Because you said he's still alive? Is there even anyone like that? We can ask. The kidnappers likely know something. They have ties to the being who rules this world. Yeah, let's ask the kidnappers, you know. You think we should ask the kidnappers? No way. Wait a minute. Who's the one who rules this world? A god? An individual not quite the same as our god or creator? Oh, okay, so a manager. It's a little more than legend, but supposedly there is a being who rules this world. Okay. In other words, a caretaker of all creation, a being who protects and rules us all. So is he the one we saw? No, the one we saw was working against us. Perhaps if you were to appeal to that being, you might just get your wish. Look, stop filling us with false hope, okay? That's so even crazier than the last one. It does have a point. Bringing up this god or whatever doesn't help us at all. Perhaps not, but even if you can't speak with this ruler, what about the kidnappers? You want us to just ask a monster like Arukenimon or Garurumon what's going on? At the very least, they know enough to offer a child on an altar and summon the Kenzoku. It doesn't matter what they know. Asking them about it might as well be suicide. I agree. We are lucky to live through what we did today. Maybe, but didn't it seem that, like that dog thing, Garurumon or whatever, might tell us? You know? Are you seriously considering this? Can you somehow have already forgotten how fearsome he was? But didn't that Garurumon guy basically ignore us? Yeah, and it seemed like he turned on the one who was with him. So you're saying that there may be some of them who will hear us out? I believe that is a real possibility. Oh, a turncoater. No way. It's easy to see why Suji would be concerned about this. At the same time though, it's not like we have any other leads on how to get on. So how do we approach Garurumon and the kidnappers in spite of the risks? Because it seems like the safest thing to do would be to avoid them at all costs. Then again, if all we do is run and hide, who knows if we'll ever manage to get back? But are those really our only options? Maybe you could come up with something else, some alternative. Is it a moral choice? Yeah, keep thinking. Could there be an alternative that doesn't involve confronting the kidnappers? An alternative? Like what? I don't know, like maybe you could talk to Digimon's friends directly? Unfortunately, I have no idea where my old friend might be. Oh, very, you know, on the nose. Guess that's out. Then maybe you could start by asking any monsters if they know anything. Isn't that pretty risky too? Who knows what kind of monsters we might run into? Yeah, this world is full of sorts of monsters. Good, bad, peaceful, aggressive, annoying, cute. I guess that's true. And since we don't know if any of them know anything, that's not a realistic option. Yeah, come up with your own then. So it sounds like our only real choice is to go to the kidnappers. Oh, great idea, great idea. Yes, that's pretty much it. And Arukenimon did say something interesting the other day. You mean how she called us sacrifices? That was pretty hard to miss, wasn't it? If this world's destruction can be altered by such means, our ruler must be involved. Therefore, the kidnappers may know much more about the subject than I do. Well, if they are our only lead, we just have to make them talk. Now, won't you? Yeah, you know. Would you give it a rest already? You're always so quick to pick a fight. I know, right? Kaito's such a thug. Poor Kaito. What other option is there? Okay, they may be scary, and they may be up to no good, but we can still talk to them. Can we, though? Maybe you can negotiate? Or something? I don't know. Nah, they ain't the type to listen to reason. We'll have to beat the answers out of them. You don't know that. Sorry, but I'm with Kaito on this one. I just don't know where we can find them, or how we could make them talk. All we have to do is wait. They'll definitely try and kidnap us again, right? But if we wait for them, don't you think they'll have us at a disadvantage? Yes, that seems ill-advised. Not how I like to do things anyway. And with Uru, Miyuki and Miu with us, we should try to minimize our risk. My sister and I could wait in the school. We'd be fine. Fine. No, you will not allow. I will not allow that. Who are you to say that? Well, what if we took the initiative? Oh, Syakumo is violent. How do we do that? Do you even know where to find them? I've got a pretty good idea. They came in from the north, which leads to the sea. And what do you think is beyond that? The sea? Oh, right, I forgot. This place is an island. Wait, it can't mean... Yeah, we just gotta cross the ocean to attack. Oh, but how? It's not like we got a boat, let alone an airplane. Just cross the ocean, you know. Hey, what are those? They're different types of vehicles. Boats float on water and airplanes can fly. I mean, you've never seen anything like them before? Nope, never. Unfortunately, I can't say I've either. I doubt any of us has. Yeah, that's what I figured. Between the cable car and this theme park, I thought there was a chance, but maybe not. Just build a boat. There are monsters who can swim, that stay by the water, but I doubt they'd carry us. Yes, that doesn't sound very likely. Unless maybe one of those monsters was a giant turtle that could carry us on its back. Giant turtle. I remember giant whale, not turtle. On Ramon. Of course, if it was a monster that swam underwater, they'd probably all run. Yes. So, what do we do? No one has any idea. Ah, I've got it. Are you gonna say we build a boat? Minoru? What is that all of a sudden? Are you gonna say to build a boat? I just had the best idea. Don't say build a boat. What are you talking about? Remember how we went to the dam? There was that place that went underground. You know, the door that had crazy design on it. I think maybe if we went through there, we'd come out on the other side of the ocean. It's a dam? Oh, yeah, the underground waterway. How long do you think that is? Right, that's what you call it. Anyway, it's basically like an underwater tunnel. Yes, but it doesn't go across the ocean. And I believe the directions do line up. Really. However, that door was locked. Did you say it could not be opened? We have Digimon that Digivolve. In that case. Don't. I hope this might be some use to it. Don't. Don't do what I think you're about to do. You did it. Digimon? What's that? Looks like some type of key. And hey, this pattern looks just like the one we saw on that door. He has the key. The ones who attacked this place had it hidden away? Of course they did. I haven't the foggiest idea what it might be used for though. Very convenient. This could be just what we need. Maybe. We'll have to go to check it out. We'll have to go to check it out. Yeah, looks like we know what our next goal is now. Yeah, looks like it. First, we need to see if we can use this key to open the door to the underground waterway. Then, if it works, we can take the waterway across the ocean. Magic. Saving. Good. I'm gonna call the episode here. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and as usual, stay safe, stay spooky, and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.